Hello fellow tube surfers, this is Bubba Drew, and welcome to a game called Project Universe. So, what is Project Universe? It is a Need for Speed fan game. At least that's what I've gathered. Some people may look at this and think that these models are, stolen and you can't do this, but it's a free game. Keep that in your mind. It's a free game, and it will never be sold for profit. And apparently, going into the comments on the game's page, I think there was some sort of agreement that the developer of the game had with EA or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. But honestly, I like the idea because, a lot of people would like to see the old Blackbox era of Need for Speed games kind of remastered, but with the way EA is, I feel like that's kind of an impossibility. But you never know. Until then, we have this, which is a work in progress, and it should be pretty cool. But before we get into the game, I just wanted to share something I meant to show off in an earlier video that I just find amusing. It's a comment that I saw. Let me know your guys' input. Anyways, here we are in the game right now. I don't think this is copyrighted music. I mean, the source right there is shown. But then again, I don't know. I'll just keep it on though. But yeah, we have two different garages. Right now I'm in the Most Wanted garage. Music's banging, that's for sure. In this garage, it's the only one that you can actually choose cars. Also, I have it at a resolution that kind of cuts off the screen. Okay, I'm going to try and attempt to move the mouse completely to the right. That right there is all I can do. It'll get a bit irritating, but it is work in progress. Keep that in mind. But anyways, as far as cars are concerned, got some classics. We got the M3 GTR, which is called the Cooper in this game. Got the Stallion, everyone's favorite crowd control machine. Got the Destroyer, which is a C6 Corvette. Almost looks two-tone with the way the light is. That's kind of funny. We got Hark. It's an Audi R8. It's the mascot car, really, of Need for Speed Carbon. Moonlight, which is a Bugatti Chiron, or Chiron, however you want to pronounce it. Never seen one of these in the game before. If you guys know a game that has this car, please let me know. I've got some lot cars as well that I don't know how you can actually drive them. I'm going to jump into the Destroyer, though, because that's the only one that actually has an engine sound and other sounds, I believe. And I'm gonna go to Underground 1 because the map that's in Most Wanted is not exactly complete. So I'm just gonna go here. Alright, go underground. As you can see, we've got all the loading screens from the games and all that. Also, is it me, or does the car suddenly look like it's orange instead of yellow? Maybe it's just me. But yeah, controls, you use WASD, which I'm not really sure about. And then shift, of course, is nitrous. Got that pretty cool sound effect in the background. Sounds like a jet almost. A little bit, I don't know. There's a handbrake, but it doesn't really handbrake. Yeah, oh geez. As I was saying, this is a work in progress. This is not the final game. Right now he's just kind of testing the various different mechanics and levels and all that kind of stuff. But I'm liking the way it looks. I mean, I actually recognize this map from Underground, which is it's a little unfortunate that Underground never had a free roam. So it'd be kind of cool to see free roam with this map. I I remember this section as well. That's yeah. While I'm on the topic of Underground and the Blackbox era of Need for Speed games, I never really played them when I was younger. I actually was introduced to them like a few years ago. I've known about them, but the era of Need for Speed I grew up in was actually the 1990s era. The ones that I believe were made by Monolithic or something, or whatever the studio's name is. Also, I'm going through a bit of a spin cycle right now. And we're into the void. Again, work in progress. Keep that in mind. While I'm kind of spawned back here, I'm actually going to change the car. Alright, so we spawned in the Most Wanted map, and I'm in the Moonlight, which is that Bugatti that I mentioned. I'm a little nervous about playing this level because of the music that I cannot turn off, and I really don't know if it's copyrighted or not, so, yeah. But yeah, as I said, not all cars have engine sounds. In fact, I think that Corvette was the only one. And I don't think this one has nitrous either. Excuse me for my drunk driving tonight. Okay. Oh, and then the, when you drop into the abyss in this one, it respawns a bit faster. But all you really see is kind of the industrial area here. Not a whole lot to see. I gotta say, it's kind of cool to see a Bugatti Chiron in the, or Chiron as I like to say, in a game. And in a free one at that. Okay, I think you kind of get the idea of how the Most Wanted map is, so I'm just gonna go back to Bayview, I believe the city's called, the Underground Underground 1 map. So yeah, I'll see you then. And we're back. Actually, I don't know if this city's called Bayview or if it's called Olympic City. I can't remember. The only one that I remember for sure is Rockport, and that was the Most Wanted map. Speaking of Most Wanted, here we are in the M3, which is quite possibly the most iconic car in the Need for Speed series. One thing I love about it is, as a hero car, I think the people, like the art directors or whatever, whoever comes up with like the vehicles and the designs they have, I think they did good with this car because it's not too overdone, but at the same time it's not too stock looking. I mean, it's a race car, pretty much. And, like all the other cars that you see in the game that you race against, like all the Blacklist members, all of them were really kind of cheesy and overdone. Whereas this one, it looked proper, and the design that was in it, and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, before I actually sort of conclude this whole showcase of this game, once again, this car doesn't have an engine sound, but what it does have is nitrous. But while I'm still here, I wanted to talk about sort of the 90s era Need for Speed games. Holy crap, what is going on here? There's a tunnel surrounded by pavement. I'd love to see like the maps in this game kind of combined into one. Okay. Oh, this is like a whole new area that is like not finished yet. I'd like to see, like, for example, the old, like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Not the new one, not the one by Criterion, but the one from 1998, Need for Speed 3, actually. I'd love to see, like, those maps integrated within, like, all the other maps. I think that'd be really, really cool. Because as I said, I grew up in a different era of Need for Speed. No customization, just driving supercars on scenic environments at blazing quick speeds. And I understand that it's not everyone's preference, but, you know, I think it would be proper. That is an interesting looking pattern. I think it would be proper to let the old school, the really old school Need for Speeds have a place in this game, Project Universe. But then again, these are all suggestions. Anyways, I think that should conclude the video. If you like this video, then feel free to leave a comment saying so. Developer of the game's Whitebox. You can find the game on GameJolt if you'd like to kind of mess about with vehicles and all that kind of stuff. Also, directly to Whitebox, I wish you the best of luck in the developing of this game. I hope it becomes something. I would love to see it become something. And actually, now this is actually a request from me, but and you don't have to do it at all, but could you add the El Nino from Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit? That was one of the first Need for Speed cars that I was ever introduced to, and it's a cool one. I assume it'd be a good addition as like a secret or unlockable car in this game. But anyways, as I said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all later.